To a regional Caribbean tourism education and awareness campaign, where over the next several months we will take a closer look at climate resiliency and sustainability in Caribbean tourism. Remember, we are one voice, one sea, one Caribbean. The Caribbean Tourism Organization, affectionately known as the CTO, is the region's tourism development agency, with its head office in Barbados and marketing offices in New York, London, and Canada. The CTO represents 24 government members across Dutch, English, Spanish, and French territories, as well as a myriad of regional and international private sector entities which holds allied or affiliate membership.
For the Caribbean Tourism Organization, sustainable tourism is defined as an approach to tourism development that incorporates managing the social, economic, and environmental benefits to ensure that tourism is developed in a manner that is responsible and generates equitable benefits for the members of the local community. When we speak about climate smart tourism, that encompasses integrating disaster risk management strategies as well as climate considerations in the way the tourism sector is planned, managed, and operationalized. For the CTO, we really want to ensure that the very valuable assets on which the industry depends is sustained for the longer term.
With the rapid rate at which the world is experiencing climate change and climate variability, the Caribbean's vulnerability as small island developing states is taking center stage. The region continues to face the onslaught of increasingly frequent and powerful storms, floods, and even droughts, which cast their blankets of destruction upon the livelihoods of our people by delivering vast blows to the Caribbean tourism industry. Importantly, as new considerations emerge, sustainable tourism has also grown to include a focus on building climate resilience into facets of tourism development, particularly our management of disaster risk reduction strategies.
So one concrete initiative that the CTO is currently implementing is the Supporting a Climate Smart and Sustainable Caribbean Tourism Industry project, which is funded through the Caribbean Development Bank, a natural disaster risk management program in the CARIFORUM countries, NDRM. And that initiative includes updating the Caribbean Sustainable Tourism Policy Framework, developing a disaster risk management manual for the tourism sector. Of course, it culminates with a regional education and awareness campaign. It includes training, the delivery of capacity building to our tourism industry stakeholders, as well as a feasibility study that looks at the needs and opportunities related to climate services in tourism. Over the next 7 months, as we launch the education and awareness campaign, we hope to engage the diversity of Caribbean tourism industry stakeholders to talk about tourism, to think how we can be more sustainable in our own lives, in our procurement practices, and in the way the industry is developed and managed.
We're extremely grateful for this opportunity at the Caribbean Tourism Organization to be engaged in this tourism awareness and education campaign. It really formalizes the responsibilities that the CTO has on an ongoing basis. So first and foremost, we thank the Caribbean Development Bank for their partnership, and of course we thank CMC for its partnership and involvement in this really critically important campaign. It's a duty which the CTO really has to our various publics, certainly to our members, and to the people of the Caribbean who support and who own the Caribbean Tourism Organization pretty much. It's important that we help people to understand who we are and what we do and what tourism does in their lives. The function that it has needs to be broken down into ways that people can see where their taxpayers' dollars are going. So I believe that at some level, most people in the Caribbean understand the value of tourism. They know that it employs maybe 2.5 million of our people across the region. I think they know that tourism really is the #1 income earner, foreign exchange earner in the region. And they certainly have heard often enough that the Caribbean is perhaps the most tourism-dependent region in the world. But we have such a responsibility to go beyond that and to be granular and to help people to understand exactly how it touches their lives.
We are appealing to everyone to follow the campaign #TEAC 2018, and that is accessible on all CTO social media platforms. And we look forward to sensitizing the wider Caribbean community of the importance of tourism and the value and benefit of having tourism developed in a manner that is sustainable and climate sensitive. Thank you.